Hello, my name is Jocelyn Ingera, and I chose to do my career profile on an after-school program director. And the program that I chose to do my profile on was the center, which is part of the Onetta Harris Center in Menlo Park, California. And this is because I worked there this past summer when it was a summer camp like they do every year. And yeah, they don't have an actual website. The Onetta Harris Center does, but the program itself, the center, does not. So yeah, and like I said before, I worked there. So my previous boss was or is the after school program for the center, as well as for another program that she runs on her own. And the center is a really small after school program compared to other after school programs around the community. And because Menlo Park, there's two parts of Menlo Park: the good side, the rich people side, I guess you could say, and the non-wealthy side. And the center is more of the non-wealthy side. So they take in the students who go to schools in the community around that area, and the employers from the center go have their own vans, and they go and pick up the students from the schools, and they run. They're working whenever the schools are running, so they have the holidays off, and they start work at least an hour before the first school gets off. So sometimes that's 11, because they take in kids from kinder prep to sixth grade. So sometimes the kinder preps children get out at noon. So they're there at 11 to make sure that their room is all set up, and that their snacks are ready to go, and that they have a plan of the activities that they're going to do that day with the children once they're done with their homework, and pretty much how to entertain the younger ones while the older ones are trying to do their homework. And some of the stressors that are included with this type of job are that it can be difficult to find the right employer, the right type of employees, just because you have to make sure that they're young and they're fit and they're able to keep up with the kids. Just because you're constantly, especially with the little kindergarteners and kinder preps, you have to do stuff with them to keep them entertained. Sometimes that includes taking them to the park. So making sure that they're young enough to keep up with them. And just because when you're taking them to the park, they could very, very easily run into the streets. So you need to be able to run after them. And but you also need to make sure that when you're looking at young employees, potential young employees to hire them, that they need to be very responsible, because if they're on their phone, if they're constantly on their phone, then it's not going to work out so well, just because they need to be alert, and they have to be giving the kids pretty much all their attention, just because all the good and the bad of your employees is reflected on you, because it's your program and you're the after school and you're the director of the program. So yeah, and some benefits with this specific program are that they do provide health insurance, and as well as a retirement plan. The only thing is that in order to receive the health insurance, you need to be a full-time employer, not a part-time. And in order to be part of their retirement plan, you need to be working for them for a number of years. I'm not exactly sure how many years you need to be working for them before you're able to be part of their retirement plan. But they do have a gym for the community, and the employers are able to use that gym without a charge, so that's good. And some tasks that are included with this program are that just making sure that you are keeping in touch with the parents about the program about their kids, and sometimes even talking to the parents when conflicts arise with the child that day. And it's important that when you do that you state some positive things that the child did that day before you state the negative things, just because the parent's going to be more likely to hear you out when you've said good things about their child. In order to be a program director, you do need to have at least your bachelor's degree, and it's recommended if it's in education, but it's not a requirement. And there are some certifications that you're required to have, such as CPR. And as for the salary range, it really just depends on where you're working. But the numbers that I got were just the highest, the lowest amount you could possibly make and the highest. And the lowest was about $22,000 and the highest was about $71,000. And I would say that that becoming a program director is a really good job, especially nowadays where there aren't so many mothers who are choosing to become stay-at-home moms and are rather choosing to go out and work to provide for the families, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I think sometimes it's what you just have to do, but that provides you with this type of job where you're able to pick up kids, take care of them, play with them, help them with their homework, give them their snacks, and be, in a sense, the mother that they need while their mom is working or their dad is working, in order to provide for the family. I do realize that my video went a little longer than I hoped it would, and I apologize for that. But like I said before, I did receive my resources from personal experience of working at the after-school program and working with my boss, who is an after-school program director, and the rest of my information I received from the website. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.